helpful. Let me record this so that.
So there's a question I want to ask you.
Okay.
So assuming someone participates in a catalyst,
Okay.
the person has an account, let's say with catalyst, and the person you want to participate in governance. Do you have to have an account set aside for governance, then an account set aside for what do you call it, catalyst?
No, let me get you here. Governance in which angle? Do you mean is it part of voting or
Yes.
we don't use catalyst accounts for voting. We use wallet for voting. So you don't need to have different accounts for voting or in Catalyst. Once you have one wallet, you can use that one wallet to participate in governance, that voting. Once you vote, you get your rewards there and use your email to participate in Project Catalyst. So it's the email that we use to participate in Project Catalyst. But when it comes to decision making, it is your wallet that we use for that. And a wallet there, you can have as many as you can, if only you can keep the recovery fees. Very important. So if you can keep all the recovery fees, you are good to have as many as you can. But for email or for Project Catalyst, you have to be one person. Yes. Mr. Elijah, you are speaking. Okay. Mr. Elijah, okay. Mr. Kahar, your hand is still up. If you are not speaking. Okay. Before he comes out, I think the time is going. Let me just continue from the part where he stopped, and then we have it. That means I have to admit people whilst I'm presenting. So please bear with me. So please confirm for me if my slides is clear and where we stopped. Hello, can you see my slide?
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
Oh, that's fine. So as we may mention, things break at where Mustapha was on Cardano partners for enterprise and R&D, the research and development. So key, what I'll be stressing on much is the proposals amount that you can submit. At that place, you have to submit between 500,000 ADA to 2 million ADA. So you have already explained what is here. And here to not much different, 500,000 ADA to 2 million ADA. So that means that if you are submitting your budget and your budget doesn't fall between this range, it will definitely going to be archived. Unlike the other categories, some are there 100,000 ADA is the maximum. Here it is 2 million ADA. So you cannot submit proposal under partner which is more than 2 million ADA. You can also submit a proposal under partner which is less than 500,000. Let's get this one clear. So under partners, we are looking for group and acceleration that will forward adoption by igniting premium advertising or venture building partnership that benefits Cardano with tier 1 marketing and then accelerated leadership. So this is what we're seeing that in Fund13, we have Barcelona coming on board to increase adoption of the blockchain, but definitely, unfortunately, they were not able to sail through. So this is all what we have for the partners. So now let's look at the resources and then timelines for Project Catalyst. Very important. In Project, we deal with timelines. Once the time is due, and then you are not able to participate, you have to call it from the next fund. So the first resource that we are going to look at is the ecosystem rules and rewards. During the presentation, you may mention how you can participate. You can participate as a voter, you can participate as committee reviewer, you can participate as moderator, as well as milestone reviewer. And then when you are doing the milestone program, there are rewards associated to it. So the ecosystem rules is such that 7% of the 15 million ADA that we have shown has been allocated for the ecosystem rules. So 7%. So let's look it from there. from the voter rewards, we have 2.5% of the budget has been allocated, which is equivalent to 1.525 1,250,000 ADA. So 1,250,000 ADA is going to be distributed to all voters participating in Catalyst Fund 13. Committee reviews, L1 and L0. We during the lunch we try to explain to you how the community reviews when we come to the L1 and then the L0 is being combined. So they have a one pot, 1,250,000 ADA has been allocated, which is also same as 2.5 of the total budget, equivalent to equal to the voters' rewards. So here, L1 and L0, they are going to share the same pot. So what means that L1, but they have a fixed rewards, and L0 don't have fixed reward. But let's just wait and see how the outcome will be. Usually, L1 take 80% of this pot, and then L0 take 20%. But we still want to see the opening guidelines coming next week, so that we get to know how much ADA will be allocated to L0, how much will be allocated to L1, so that we see. So if it is going to be 80%, that means that L1 will be taking somewhere 1 million ADA, if I'm not mistaken, and then L0 will be taking 250,000 ADA to share among themselves. Community moderators, that's the L2, they take 0.4% of the total budget. That's equivalent to 200,000 ADA. So if you are a moderator like me, this is what you will distribute it or share equally among all moderators. So milestone program, it's currently ongoing. 1.6% of the total budget, equivalent to 800,000 ADA. So these are the rewards scheme for ecosystem rules. So now let's look at the timeline. Very important. These timelines are very, very important. We have to always stick to. It was announced in September 11, and then in September 12, we have the launch. So from the launch, we are currently at the proposal submission stage, submission open. This is where we are in the safe up to 10th October. So we have it in two phases. So up to 10th October, you can still submit your proposal. After 10th of October, if you want to submit to use cases and then open, Cardano open and Cardano open, you have up to 10th October to submit in that angle. After you have 6 days to finalize your proposal, and then it will now roll on to the community review, which registration will start somewhere October 3rd. So October 3rd, we are starting the community review registration, not reviews itself. So we are starting the registration October 3rd, somewhere 20th October. After we then look onto the community review itself somewhere in October 24, 4 days after registration end, to 21st November. So this time it will not run to Christmas. Community reviews will not run to Christmas. So we thank God for that. And the voting will then come from November 8th to December 12th. That one will also not reach Christmas. Results as well will also be released before Christmas, December 6th, in that angle. So expect our project onboarding in January 2025 next year. So the partners, as we were saying, the partners, this is their timeline for the partners. They have more time to submit their proposals. So they have November 7th is the end of it, whilst October 10 is the end of for other list. And then for them, they will be shortlisted and published. They are going to interview them. Their proposals doesn't go through the committee reviews. So if you are a committee reviewer and then you don't find proposals in partners, do not be worried. For it is given much attention, because they have up to 500,000 to 2 billion ADA. So they need more dedicated people to review their proposal. It goes beyond reviews. They review and then invite the people to interview them and ask them questions, they answer, and then they will be able to allow it to go to the voting stage. So follow the same up to onboarding. And then we have community reviews, as I mentioned. Registration will start October 3rd, and then review itself will start October 20, end of day. Registration will end, October 20, end of day. And then when we talk of NFD, it's 11. In Cardano, the deadline for Cardano is always 11 UTC. And then we are lucky in Ghana. When we talk of 11 UTC, it is the same as what our time. So we don't have problem. So early in the morning, I remember in Fund13, we asked a brother to do the registration, and then today is the deadline. He said, okay, well, I'll do that. He was waiting to close from work and then come back and do it. When we are closing work from work at around 4, by the time he came, it was late for him. So try your possible best and register before time. Next week, we'll try to emphasize the need for you to register first. Let me just speak it now. Why do you have to register between October 3 and October 5? That is what I would recommend for you. The system is now becoming more competitive. So try your possible best. Once the registration starts, register if you want to participate as a community reviewer, so that even if there's going to be some roll down of the registration, you'll be part. Because we are using the first come first serve method, from my understanding, so that if all of us are qualified, what are they going to use to give opportunity to some and then leave the others? They are going to use something we call the time span. Every blockchain has that one. The time that you've registered, that's what they are going to look. So they'll look at those who have registered first and then give them the opportunity to participate in the community reviews. Some of us registered in Fund 12. We were not given proposals to review. We were not given allocations, and we were so crazy or mad on that. Sorry for that. So try your possible best and always participate very early. And then avoid double accounts. Sorry to use that there. Let us not be greedy. Let's be content with what we have or where we are. 2025 might not be the same as 2024. So try your possible best and then join and then be a community reviewer at the level 0 or level 1. Don't try to have multiple accounts. Other than that, you might not be able to, or you might not know when you are going to switch your account to the other phone or the other machine. And once you do that, the IP address will be recorded. So once a proposer account A and account B have the same IP address, they are going to wreck double accounts and then you are going to maybe deny your rewards. So try your possible best. There are a lot of technical background check when we come to the community reviews, and then this time around they are enhancing it or increasing it. So do verification. After verification doesn't mean that they will not still do the technical checks. They'll do the technical check to know who are using the double accounts. And then as a community reviewer too, if you are using a laptop or a phone, and then for yourself, do not allow your friend to also use the same machine. If you do, they will see it as double accounts. This was some of the reason why a lot of us lost our rewards or were not even given allocation. If a friend is telling you that I'm not able to register or I've not been able to register as a community reviewer, can I take my details and register for me? Don't, because you have used the same machine. It's have recorded your details and your IP address. If you use your same machine of to register to log in with your friend details and register a person, when it's time for allocation, when they see the same different accounts with the same IP address, they will see it as what? Double account. They will not provide even different names, different email, different location, same IP address. It is regarded as what? Multiple accounts. So try your possible best. It's not greedy. If you've introduced your friend, tell your friend that you should be able to have a laptop or a phone, active phone, to be able to participate. If you say, oh Charlie, I don't have, let me, you support me, register for me. Don't do that. If you do, you are forgoing yourself. You are sacrificing your account for your friend. If you want to do that, so let's have that in our mind. This was some of the reason why we encountered a lot of changes when doing the community reviews. So when we are done, moderation will start somewhere in November 4 to November 21 to roll on to check the script and then double working. Next week we are doing community review, so we will not spend much time here today. The data will release in November 25, and then community rewards will come next year in January. So voters, as we may mention, will start somewhere in October 2 before registration of community reviews. So if you have that one, you connect your wallet and then get it going. And this time around, as our first presenter made mention, it's going to be 25 ADA. So if you have 25 ADA, you are good to go. You are good to present yourself and then in the ecosystem. So the next is the snapshot, very important, November 20th. So snapshot will be taken around November 20th. So if around that time, if you have not, if you don't have 25 ADA in your wallet, you should have minimum of that. If you can have more than 25 either, do, because it's going to be voting power. So try your possible best and have more either in your wallet and connect and participate in voting. And then members here will try our possible best. I mean, members of the governance working group here. When the registration is due, we'll try to let you support some to also participate. Those the first time participant of it, 25 either we should be able to afford to support a lot of people with 25 either. You connect your wallet and participate in the voting. That is what we just want to understand and understand how voting is going on in Catalyst. So there's the 25 either threshold. So it has been reduced by 95%. It used to be 500 either. Now 25%. You have no reason not to participate. So try a possible bet and then come on board and then participate in that. So Catalyst by numbers or Catalyst in numbers. So we have about 85,000 community members. So imagine 85,000 community members around the globe, 170 countries. It's not only Ghana. So Catalyst or Cardano, you have to give it more attention if you are not. And then the proposal submitted so far is about 80,000 proposals have been submitted and reviewed. And then we have 5.2 community reviews have been participating in Catalyst. So we also have the voting from various fund up to fund 12. You can have everything, 8,000 plus submitted proposals. And then we are still submitting. This fund, we don't know. In the last fund, we have more than 1,000 proposals coming on board for us to compete for the 15 million ADA. So the amount of money distributed so far, more than 100 million ADA has been distributed to people let me admit these people. Sorry. Admit all. Okay. Sorry, I have admitted them. So project completed, we have more than 948 proposal plus which have been completed in Catalyst since its inception from 2021. Project Catalyst has started in 2021. Will you believe 3 years down, we have run 12 funding rounds. So that's how fast the ecosystem is growing. Now, we are now at the Q&A. So feel free now to ask your question before we jump to the next, where we are looking at IDSK. After IDSK, we'll look at the ideas that we have prepared to share with you. So now we have we open the floor for question and answers from where we have started. If you have any question, we'll come to the roadmap or the timelines, the guidelines, or any inquiry, community review. But community reviews, we are going to have it next week. Community reviews come next week. So try to possible best and then join again. So Mr. Kahad, you are here again.
Yes, thank you. So for the voters, right? You said the threshold is 25 either, right?
Yes.
And then you also mentioned voting power.
Yes.
So does that mean that if I have 25 either, then probably my vote is worth 1, and if someone has 100 either, his vote is worth 2 or what? I don't quite get that.
So when you have 25 either, and then you have registered and then you vote, your vote worth 25 either 25 times. Let me put it this way: your vote worth 25 times, and someone have 100 either. That person vote worth 100 times. So when we are going to count, we are not counting wallets. We are counting either. So if 4 people has voted with 25 either wallets, that means that it will be what, 100 either, right?
Yes.
If 4 people are having 25, and they voted, it will be equal to 100. But if one person is having 10,000 either, 100,000 either, and vote, that person vote is more than the 4 people vote combined. You get it now?
Okay. And then also, so assuming I vote with my 25 either, so is it that some either will be taken out of my account, or is just for the voting? Like the amount I have there is intact?
Yes. So once you register to participate in voting, that's why we have the snapshot. What happened is that when you vote, nothing is going out of your wallet. You are not paying for voting. We want to. The reason why they are allocating some amount of either to for voting is that they want to see those who are making the decision, do they have interest in the development of the Cardano? Do they have interest in the future of Cardano or not? That is why the voting threshold is there. Because we don't have to open the ecosystem to people who don't even know what the ecosystem is, or who don't even hold either cryptocurrency to come and be telling us what to do, what not to do. So once you register, nothing is going to take out away from your wallet. It's just like when you hold shares in a company. When it comes to decision making, the higher shareholder take the decision, take stance or stance. So, but that doesn't mean that he has given his words to the people or out, because we want to know that those who are voting have interest or believe in the ecosystem. And then one thing is also that after the snapshot, let me show you that slide again. So after the snapshot, we have something we call voting. Where is it? Here, snapshot. Registration will start October 2. So after October 2, from October 2 going, snapshot, you can remove your funds. So from October 2 to November 20, 9:45 p.m. UTC, you should have this minimum of 25 ADA in your wallet, and that wallet should also be connected to the voting app. Once that is done, you are good to vote. So after 20th of November, you can remove your funds and still participate in the voting of it. So they just want to see at that time that they are going to take the snapshot. It's just like they're going to take roll call of those who are holding ADA more than 25. There are those that they are going to give opportunity to vote. So from 20th October, 20th November, 9:45, a roll call is going to take. That is what we call the snapshot. So they will take all wallets at that moment and then give them the opportunity to participate in the voting. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Manav, we can hear you.
Please. I didn't see any icon to raise my hand, so that's why I just started.
No
Please,
problem, no
about
problem.
the account. Okay, about the account, you know. For instance, I have someone use my PC to register, and
Okay.
unfortunately, me too, I use the same PC and I register another account. So as for Fund 12, they've canceled or they've rolled out those accounts, so I couldn't this thing. So when maybe Fund 13, can I still use my PC to register one account? Or since it has been rolled out, it means I can use the PC to register an account in Fund 13. So I follow up. So after that, if I've done that, so now I'm able to, for instance, I've used my cell phone and I registered. And I registered maybe more than 2 accounts. So, and I use my ADA, like, oh no, my wallet. That's Uroi wallet. I created 2 or 3 wallet accounts on the Uroi app. So can I still use those Uroi? Because when I was filling the forms, I entered those Uroi wallets. Can I still use that wallet when next time I've registered this Fund13, I've registered another account? Can I use the same wallet, Euro wallet to upload it on that reviewer account, like to be able to review, or I have to create a new wallet, Euro wallet, before I can use it to review with different accounts?
Okay. So thank you very much. I get your questions that maybe you now have new account, but you want to use it in your old machine, which was you were using, and then you get blacklisted. Let me just put it that way. And then the second one is that now you also have old wallets that you are using with the account that they were blacklisted, and then you can use that wallet to participate with the new account. So to just answer these questions in brief, what happened in Catalyst is that once they blacklist you, and then they blacklist account, not machine. They blacklist account, not machine. So when they are blacklisting the email. When they suspect that this account is it is not following the rules, the funding rules. So if you are not following it, and then they will blacklist you, you have to come again. When you are coming, don't come with the same email. You can just come with different email, and then now obey the rules, and you are good to go. I'm not quite sure of the machine. That is with regards to the IP address. I'm not quite sure. So this is going to be something like gamble. But we'll throw that question to the Catalyst team to find out what's happened or what's going on when if something of that is happening, so that we get it clear and we'll get back to you on that question. So I'm not quite with the machine, but when it comes to the wallet, I'll advise you, because it doesn't pay anything to create a new wallet. I'll advise you to create a new wallet for the new account so that you receive, because the wallet address, once you go and generate wallet address, they can still find out which wallet is it, who is using this wallet. If that wallet has also been blacklisted, I think when they are blacklisting an account, they blacklist it with the wallet along. So try your possible best and then get a new wallet. I'll advise that you get a new wallet for the new account. But with regards to your machine there, because it doesn't mean that you have to change your machine. So this is how I explain it. I'll answer your question on that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Another question?
So, sorry, another question concerning the same thing. So,
Okay.
for instance, if for now, can I still create a wallet account, new wallet account with the same Yoroi app? You see, the thing is, you can use one Yoroi app to create so many wallets.
Yes.
So, should I delete the old Yoroi app and download and register and now create a new account on it, or I can decide to ignore those accounts that I've used and create a new account, wallet account on the Yoroi app and use that one?
Very good. You can do that. You don't have to delete the URL you have already downloaded from Play Store and then or App Store, and then now have to do that. You can just click on add account and then create. Every account has a different seed freeze. What is important here is that the seed freeze or the recovery freeze. Never share that recovery freeze with anyone, even your wife. Don't share with him, or maybe if you are going to share with your son, if only you are aware that the son is not the stubborn one. Sorry. So never share your recovery freeze, no matter what. Never share your recovery freeze. So you can just click on add accounts and then create new accounts and then use that account. It will be fresh, it will be new. Just like when you delete and then download your wallet.
Okay.
Right. So if the past participants, any inquiry, any question that you might have, you can ask.
Yes. So initially, we were saying that next week you have another session on the reviews, right?
Yes. Intense review, intense session on community review. That one we will dedicate it to community review. We have decided to make it next week because when the registration starts, if there are challenges, we can resolve those challenges here in this webinar. So that's why we want to have a separated session for the review. So this one is almost just specifically about proposal writing and then how you can make it or how you can make it more feasible. What you are supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do when you are reviewing your proposal. So when you are writing proposals, so this day is for proposal reviews, so the proposal submission and its writing. So then after we look at committee reviews and voting as well. So
okay.
There's no question. We'll just jump to question.
Yes, please. Please, I have a question.
All right, Mr. Isaac.
Please, if you have to submit your proposals, do you need to have like an amount of either in your account, or you can just submit today without having either?
Okay. So currently, proposal submission fee is 0. You don't need anything to either before you submit a proposal. Unlike other blockchain, you have to have some amounts of their token before you do. In Cardano, no, you don't have to own any thing before you submit a proposal.
Okay, so please can you mention the categories?
The category we have already shared it. We have it is in three folds. We have Cardano use cases, Cardano partners, and Cardano open. In the Cardano open, we have ecosystem, we have developers, and Cardano use cases we have product. We also have a concept, and then the partner we have R&D, research and enterprise research and development, and then they are here, and then growth and acceleration. So these are the categories. So we share more on that. We share more on that, and then sample ideas that you can submit in each of these categories, except the partners. So,
Okay.
so stay tuned as we proceed to that aspect.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. So I think if we don't have much more questions, I see Mustapha in the house, so we'll look and we'll now explore the idea scale. So that Mustapha, you take us through on the idea scale, sample, how it look like, where is he? I can't see him again. Okay. I'm not okay. Maybe he left again. So we are going to explore the idea scale so that we all see how the idea scale look like when you want to submit a proposal. How you are going, where you are going to enter, what we are supposed to enter before we come and look at the sample ideas. Are we good to go or question again? Okay. We assume there's no more questions. So let's just dive into okay, so I'm going to share this. Where's my browser? Okay, please can you see my browser? If you can, let me know. Can you see my browser? Okay, that's fine. So since my browser is visible, that's in the no, it's not what I want. Okay. So Cardano.IDSK, that is where you go for IDSK for product submission. So Cardano.IDSK. So I already have it. But unfortunately, my account is encrypted. So you register. If you are a new person, you register here. If you are a new person, if you are not, you just log in. So once you are logging in, you'll be asked to accept cookies. You accept after you. So let me verify this. On IDS, you can activate the two-factor authentication. I have one on my account, so no one can use my account without my authorization. So it's always important you do that. When you even do that, it improves how committed or how dedicated you are. It shows that you are not a ghost. You don't have multiple accounts. So it will help if you do that. Zero. No. Okay, that one, no problem. You confirm you are not a robot. I'm not sure you are. So you observe something once it opens. this is the interface. So this is the interface of the idea scale account. So with this, if you have any idea, this is the landing page of it. Scroll down, you can see the various challenges, active campaign. So you have for Cardano Open developers, 8 million available, Cardano Open ecosystem, 5 million available. And then use cases concept, we have use cases product, we also have Cardano partners, enterprise and R&D, research and development, also Cardano partner growth and acceleration. So if you want to submit a proposal, what do we do? All what you need is open the challenge or the category that you want. In our case, let's use the ecosystem, because that is where we normally participate more. We have already been given a brief on what the ecosystem is all about, but we're looking at it. So that's yes. So sorry, I just lost some small connection, and then I'm back. Where is it? Okay. So here you can see the ecosystem. Please, can you see the ecosystem on the idea scale? If you can, let me know. Give him thumb ups. Hello? Hello?
Oh, we can see.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So we are just saying that once you open the challenge that you want to submit your idea, so it will give you the description of it. Okay, so you get the description here. So everything about the fund and then the amount of either available. So to know the campaign brief, you read the campaign brief and then ideas that are supposed to be submitted. Who should apply? Educators, marketers, creators, creative community, creative community governance ideas, and all those. And these are sample of ideas or people who can always apply areas that they are looking up to. So you look at it, eligibility, you read the eligibility, and then look at it very well, and then proceed to submit your ideas. So here you can see on top here, my profile here, your profile will be here. You can see the plus button. So you just click on the plus button, it will open it. After submission to, if you want to see the ideas which have already been submitted, before we come to submit our open the form, let's look at ideas which have already been submitted so far. So far we have Cardano African Blockchain Championship, submitted by Simon. Cardano Hub in Hawassa, submitted by we have a educational Google advertising campaign, Cardano decentralization. Someone has submitted. So these are a sample of ideas which have already been submitted. So it is still waiting for yours. You can come on board and then you can see something like this, Cardano developer Indonesia. So these are sample ideas which have already been submitted in Fund13. So how many are they? You can also tell here. State countdown. We have 11 days, 23 hours, 8 minutes. So I made mention of the deadline. So once it was launched, the days are counting. The days are counting. So try your possible best and know. We are dedicating this week for community members to submit their proposal. After this week, we also look onto our own proposal. So please, if you have any idea, try and reach out so that we'll see how we can help you before we start our own. When we start our own, we might not get time to support community members. So you can see that ideas submitted so far is what 10 ideas has been submitted as today, September 28th at 11:32 a.m. UTC. Committee reviews proposal. Those who have already given them kudos, or we have 1 and 4 of it, and the comments we have 4 comments has been cast so far. So you can see everything here. So now, if you have an idea, all what you need is that you have to click on the plus. You'll be given the form to fill. So let's see that. So I click on the plus. I now have the welcome. I have this welcome space for me to look onto. So you read it. Make sure you read this thing. Very important, please. You read the welcome message, and then if you need all information, you can find it on the GitHub, the Gitbook here. So you have everything there. So once you go to the ecosystem and click, I don't need to change the campaign category. But when you open for the first time, you can also drop it and change it. So in order not to submit in the wrong category, we always advise that open the category that you want and go and click on plus. It will come Cardano open ecosystem. You don't need to change the category again. So proposal title, very important. Proposal title. So as we can see here, Cardano X Africa or whatever is the name here, for our proposal, Cardano Ghana 94 working group. So you add your proposal title here. Whatever going to be there, make sure the name is what catchy. So you have your name here. Yeah, you have your proposal name here. Make sure it is not also more than 250 characters. Get a simple name. Don't submit a very long name and then to be disturbing you. So try a possible and get a simple name. So name and surname of the main applicant. So your name as it is appear on idea scale. So my name on idea scale is Seidu Ziblim. So the entire community knows me as Seidu Ziblim. So try and use a name that the community is aware of. So if someone is going to support you, he can just search your name and then be able to support you. So your name here is very important. You can search this after during the application window. But once the application is locked, you cannot change the name again. And it's this name that the people are going to use to support you during voting. They can set this name and then vote your proposal. So please try a possible and get the name that the committee is aware of. So you enter your name here, and then you can also come here. You now have are you delivering this project as an individual, or as an entity? If you are delivering as an individual, when you drop down, you choose what? Individual. If it is an entity, like Cardano Ghana Community, you choose one entity. Is it the entity registered or not? So we can have an entity which is incorporated. We can have an entity which is not incorporated. If it is so, just choose. So like if it is Cardano Ghana, we choose entity not incorporated. But if it is like our chosen fintech solution, we also have another corporate entity, chosen fintech. We are going to use entity corporate. But if I'm going to submit in my name, I'll just use for individual. To be this or this. So try and then choose the right option which aligns to you. So co-proposers, people who are supporting you in this project. So you can add their name, their email here. So, like if I want to add a co-proposer, if I want to add Mustapha, let me do it and you see. So, let me see. Mohammed Mustapha. Mustapha, what's your name?
Yes, M. Mustapha.
Okay, it's M. Mustapha, so that so you can see that this is Mustapha. So if I want Mustapha to be a co-proposer, I'll just add the person. But before you use a co-proposer, please inform the person to be aware before you add the person. Don't just go and add someone, a co-proposer who is not aware of you. Cardano Ghana, if you say Cardano Ghana, you see. You see? This Cardano Ghana. So please try a possible bet and get the right people. If you also ask Seidu. So I don't know why. Or is it, maybe it's because I'm using my own account. I can't add myself as co-proposer. That's why my name is showing. So you add your co-proposer. You can add up to 3 co-proposers or even more. Why did Mustapha, can you unmute the person who is speaking? This time I'm sorry, really. Okay. So Mustapha, you are cool. So try, and those who are speaking, you just unmute them from yourself, please. So you can then add your additional applicant. If you have additional applicant who are not on ID scale, just add their details here. Requested funds in either. I think it's very important here. Mustapha, I wish you to do this, but because we are offline, I just decided this on your behalf. So if you want me to scroll in for you to be explaining, I think it will be cool so that I'll explain the ideas. How about that? Okay, so here, the amount you are requesting, make sure, as we mentioned, make sure you write it in either, and there's not supposed to be space in it. If you are requesting 5,000 either, you write 5,000. Then you cannot request minimum or less than 15 million either in all the funds. Qatar has a general rule. You cannot write a proposal which is less than 15,000 either. Don't write it this way, 15,000, the system will not get it. So just make sure you write a 15,000. If that is the smallest proposal that you can request for, and today 15,000 is going to be equivalent to when you multiply by the either rate, which is 0.4. You get it there. If you want 20,000, you can write your 20,000, 100,000, 100, and then add your 3 zeros. That is how it should go. Because in the ecosystem, the maximum amount you can request is 100,000. You cannot request more than 100,000. One thing here is that when you add more than when you add an amount which is more than the required amount, they will not mind you. It will go through, but they will archive it. It means that you are not following the rules. So try your possible and read the rules and know that it is more than 15,000. There is no also more than 100,000 under ecosystem. When this developer read out the funds requirements and then do the needful. So here, you just specify how many months we are going to take you to deliver your project. It should be more than 2 months and it's also no more than 12 months. So the months here, you are just going to select. It should be more than 2 months and it cannot also be more than 12 months. So this project that we are running is, I think it's 4 months project that we are running. So try possible and choose your time. Do all your planning before you come to open the form. Don't open the form and then you do something and then you are sticking it, you stick again. Plan everything either on Google sort of Word documents and then transfer it. I think it will be better. So what's the problem that you are going to solve? It is here, not more than 20 characters. So you're just going to, it should just be brief. You write it here. So we can just lack of 20 characters. Just type it here. So maybe our first proposal, the problem that we identified was that most conferences in Ghana do not speak about governance of what Cardano and then how participants can also participate in voting in each funding round. How can we solve that? That was the question or proven statement. You put it here. If you have a picture, you can add a picture here. As you have seen someone added a picture, you can add a picture there. You can also add a image here. You can add a video so that it will show. You can also add a slide, a link to a particular slide that you have. When you are writing, you can see here, you can bold something if you want to highlight, you can italize, you can underline, you can give bullets, you can give numbering, and then you can also give alignment to your text when you are writing here. So general solution. So another solution. Every problem has a solution. So once you state your problem here, you should be able to tell us the solution, how you are going to solve the solution. So if you say that most conferences in Ghana do not cover DREPs or doesn't cover governance of Cardano, so now what are you going to do? So you also tell us here brief. We seek to organize conferences or webinars to educate people on the governance of Cardano. That's all. That's your solution. So if you have picture, you also add it, and then you keep on with the bulletin. You can add relevant links, very important, relevant links, so that people get to know if you have either your X accounts, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, or even your Telegram. You can add everything here. If you also have previous project that you have completed, you can add all those links here. So link 1, 2, up to 3. So does your proposal have any dependency or on the organization of Cardano, or technical or otherwise? So you choose yes or no. If it is going to be depend on someone, depend on any organization, tell us so that we know. Because if you are going to implement a project which depends on other projects, how are they? Is that project organization supporting you? Like if I'm saying that I want to run a marketing of Cardano on TV3 or on Joy FM or on TV Africa or on Sagene TV or NTV, is the station aware? Because if they give you the approval and you go to that station and the station rejects you, where are you going to implement it? So we have to know whether your project will depend on another organization or not. Or if you want to develop a maybe something like a Zoom or any other thing related to Facebook or X, is X giving you the opportunity to do that? Because the project, if it's going to depend on any organization, be clear, be transparent, so that the community will know. So you have to choose yes or no. If you choose yes, you will give more explanation. If yes, please describe the dependence and why you believe this is essential for the project to deliver. If no, right, what? No dependency. So if you click yes, you have to tell us maybe, oh, yes, it depends on the this TV station to market Cardano and have acquired approval to do that if or I get funding, and we add the evidence to that. If it is any other thing, if no, you say no. Or if you want to develop a DApp or an exchange or any other thing, and you want to implement it with Binance or Coinbase, has Coinbase giving the go ahead or not? Binance giving you, so you have to add evidence of that. So you can click no or access by. So this we just do it here. What's your project output? So here you have to write output is very important. Is it going to be open source or not? That is to say that are you going to be transparent when you are building your project? Not all projects need to be open source when you are doing. So other than that, if you open source, they will copy the idea and then implement it. So some projects are there. You can say what no, some I can say yes, but in the ecosystem should always be yes, because there's nothing for you to hide. So please, you describe more on the open source of your project. How you're going to be open source, how you're going to be transparent when you are delivering your project. So you write everything here. Or maybe if you are going to say you are going to open source, you are going to be providing participants what you are going to be giving regular reports, monthly reports or weekly reports. You are going to report in the Cardano community to know how you are progressing with your project. You get everything here. Metadata or horizon. This one is very important. If you are submitting a governance proposal or educational proposal, when you come to this page, don't joke. If it is governance, make sure you choose governance. If it is education, make sure you choose education. Learn to extract its translation, community and outreach. Because this is what people are going to use to search for your proposal. People don't have time to come and be reading the proposal. They will just come and search governance. Some will come and search education. They will do this, DAO, so that it will give them all proposals under governance. If it is what? Marketing, they will come and search marketing. Identity and verification, they will search identity and verification. If it's all about research, they will search research. If it's all about AI, they will search about AI. And then they get all proposal under AI. And then they will decide to read and then throw their support to. So when you get to this place, try and then have a review of your proposal and then choose the right one. The one that we are just implementing, when we are doing it, we choose governance and education. We just choose two. We just choose governance and then choose education. So we choose two here and then we are able to go. So try a possibility and choose. So now you now have to describe your proposed solution. This one you can write a book, full book here. And make sure it is it makes sense. Right? Describe your solution. Describe your solution from A to Z, all what you want to do. So you also describe the positive impact that your proposal will have on the wider Cardano community. So that is what you have to do when you get to this place. So most of that, the impact. This is what the community reviewers are going to consider when they are doing their reviews. So you write the positive impact. Oh, I'm going to do education. It will do this. It will do that. It will do that. So that reviewers would have a bite on that. Credibility. Who are you? Who is your team? Very important here. What is your experience? Relevant experience. So you have to tell the community everything under this box, and then your project milestones. This milestones is just a roadmap, your plans, how you plan to execute the project if you are given funding, so that the community will get to read and then they refine it and help you to understand whatever you want to do. So milestone 1, the first thing, what are you going to do? You put it here. Milestone 2, milestone 2. Okay. Milestone 2 will come here. Milestone 3 will come here. And milestone 4 will also come here. You cannot have less than 3 milestones. So what this means is that first milestone and second milestone is important. So you can see that the first milestone, we have a star there. Second milestone, we have a star there. Third milestone is not important. So if you don't have third milestone, just ignore this third box. Ignore the fourth one. Ignore the 5. And come in one. Rise the what? Final milestone. Mr. Solomon, you are speaking. Oh, let me unmute. Let me.
The whole network.
Okay, so he's now muted. So under the milestone, please, you have to have 3 milestones.
That means I take it compressed.
Hey, Solomon.
No. Yeah.
You are speaking. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, thank you very much. But under the milestone, you need minimum of 3. So I was explaining this first part, you have to say something about your project. Second part, say something about it. If it is all, you proceed and then give us your final milestone. Right? So your final milestone should be there, which is a closer report and then a video. We'll look onto that and then we even see a sample proposal before most of the ideas. So you have your milestones here, and then you give us a brief of how you are going to do. So who is in this project and team? What are their roles? In Catalyst, we don't believe in one man's job. Try to come out with a team. Maybe it can be 2 people, it can be 3 or 4. Try to come out with a team so that the committee will know that in the absence of you, the project can still continue. Very important that that's why you want to always do it. Even the committee reviewers, if they look at your proposal and then you don't have team, they will not give you a good rating, which will affect your performance in the voting. So try a possible bit and speak out to 1 or 2 people in the community to support you. All what you need about the team is their name and then a brief of their profile. And when you are adding the team, please share their external links so that people can verify to know that they are human beings. Don't just add any name there and expect the committee to trust you. If you're able to share either their LinkedIn profile or their Twitter profile or their Facebook profiles or their email addresses, so that serious people can reach out to them to find out whether they are aware of this proposal, and then they are aware of the roles that they are going to play in that proposal. If they respond affirmatively, you then give you good reason. So please, when you are going to, maybe you can say Seidu. Seidu is going to be project manager. Mustapha is going to be administrator. This administrator. So just the name, email, and then the role that the person is going to play. You put it right here very nicely. Budget cost. So here, very important. Try a possible, but if you choose 100,000, you have to give us a breakdown of the 100,000. How every single that is going to be spent to make the project successful. You can see it. So you have to explain everything here. So you explain everything, your budget breakdown. Try and make it more transparent and comprehensive so that people will know and understand. If you can link into your milestone, it's very good. Link your budget breakdown to your milestone. Very important. So that people will get to know how well your project will do if they support it. Here, value for money. Very important. What your project, how is this going to be give a good returns to the Cardano treasury if they fund it? So you have to convince the community how valuable your project is. So you type everything here, and then after you read the funding rules here. The fund rules is here. Read it and then accept. If you have already read, you just accept. Terms and conditions you read. If you have already, you accept. Privacy and policy, read and accept. If you are read and accept, and then after you click on submit, you can see submit here. Submit is here. However, if you are writing your proposal and you get tired or you get power out or any other thing and you want to pause and come and continue, use on this one, save as draft. You can save it as draft and then come back and continue. But in any way, if you think that you are done with everything, you click on this submit before 10th October. If your proposal is still a draft, after 10th October, you cannot publish it again. It cannot go live again. You cannot submit it again. So please try your possible best. Even when you are not done with all these sections or all these requirements, and think that you have played very well, just click on submit and come back later and click on edit, and then you refine it to the standard. Make sure your proposal is submitted before 10th October. So this is just a brief of how the form looked like when you want to submit your proposal in Fund 13. It's similar to Fund 11 and Fund 12. So you can see that one draft. I opened one yesterday, I didn't finish. Let me see what is there. 90 minutes ago. So this is what I've just opened. So I can see it and then I'll proceed. So let me show you this proposal that we are doing, how it was. So that you see when we are submitting it, how it goes. So this is my profile. You can see my name, Seidu. Member since 2022. I joined 2021, but I don't know why it is still here. It used to be 2021. So I just posted one idea posted. I just get has proven. We have submitted about 3 ideas, if I'm not mistaken. So it is here. So kudos and everything. This is my profile. This is my wallet address. We all know that I'm level 1. There's nothing to hide. This is my fund allocation in Fund 12. I did 54. I was not able to do all. So this is my reviewer ID. So you see your reviewer ID when you scroll down if you want to find out how many of your proposal got go through. So we look at that next week here and then guide you to choose the categories as well. So when you open your ideas, they are here. Okay, so these are ideas that they have added me as a co-proposer or I've submitted myself. So anytime someone add you as a co-proposer, you become the idea become yours, on ideas clear. So you can see Cardano Ghana Campus Store. This was our idea that we submitted as a team in the name of Cardano Ghana Community. So it is here and everything is there nicely. Cardano Ghana Subsystem 94 Government Working Group. So here, I will open it very soon. Just on board and empowering Cardano Ghana Community. So here, nicely, you can see this is like a video. Direct info series. This was my first proposals. And then you can come and read more so that you get to know. So let's look at this proposal. Well, how we fill it when we're submitting the form. Just a sample so that you get to know what you should put, what not to put. Network. Okay. So you can see, so loading. Now it is loaded. So now, look at the problem that we identify to solve. This was our problem statement. How can we get dedicated working group that can bring together diverse perspective, expertise, and resources to contribute to the governance of Cardano and Project Catalyst? This was our problem statement. So look at our solution. So after the proven statement, I may mention you can add a picture. So after the proven statement, we added this picture. So this was the picture which make it more fine for us. So the name and surname of proposer, you can see Seidu Ziblim, whether individual or enterprise. I said individual. Requested funds in either but 5,000. You don't hide anything. You don't add comma. Just write the amount that you think you need between 15,000 to 100,000. You write it there. So you specify the amount that it will take you to complete. 4 months. You choose. Does your proposal have also been auto translated to English? If it is yes, no. So you summarize your problem, your solution. So as I mean, the problem that we identify, we said we are going to establish a team of partial individuals for direct wood and Cardano governor, also to prepare for the upcoming 1694 constitutional workshops and participation in Project Catalyst. So this is the solution that we are working on. Relevant links. So you can see that I may mention of relevant links. So we added one of our relevant link on our YouTube. We added here. We also have a 1694 document link here, also on YouTube. And this was a two. And there's another 1694 document here. So these are the relevant link. Project dependency. We said no. So if yes, we'll just say no dependency. So your project will be open source? Yes. How is it going to be open source? So we said frequent updates, registration, publication of working group wide discussion, media engagement and marketing. So this is how we just explain how we are going to do that. So after we shared all these proposals, when you just come to ideas, you get ideas to learn. Metadata, I may mention education and governance. Because we are at the fifth stage of the final stage of project Cardano, governance was given much attention. So we just say that the proposal is all about governance and education. So whoever search on governance will get our proposal. Whoever search on education will get our proposal. So a description of your solution. So this is how we describe the solution. So first is what? Working group overview. So we give a story about what working group is all about. And then from blockchain governance working group cohorts of form, you write with the help of internet, you should be able to get literature and then support yourself. So collaboration, consensus building, educational outreach, and then summary. You summarize your listening. GFs, what are they? The catalyst. How are you going to implement your project? Implementation strategy. So everything was outlined here. Our activity timeline. We said we are going to start in August with the launch. September, as we are doing, we do membership registration. We do October for working group operation. So we are doing this operation to October. And then the last one will be educational outreach. So after this one, we are going to have an educational outreach to onboard people to Cardano. This is our activity plan. So they ask of the positive impact. What will the positive impact be? So we said decentralizing and security, educational and skills development, community engagement, transparency and trust. So these are our positive impacts that we listed. And then feasibility, our capability as a team. Who are we? So I myself, I'm a Cardano blockchain certified associate. If I say I'm a Cardano blockchain certified associate, what's the evidence? You see the evidence. So I added a link here for people to know that I'm really a certified associate. So let me click the link and see what will open. So whoever opened that link, look at what will show. I earned this certificate 2023 when I participated in this course. So blockchain is rapidly growing, so this is my evidence to see that I'm a certified Cardano blockchain associate. So I added a link, people you see, and then administrated at Cardano Ghana Community. So when you click on this link, it will send you to Cardano Ghana Community to see. Member of Intersect MBU and Technical Director at Choosing Factor Solution. So I'm just giving a brief of myself and then my blockchain experience. I've been in this field for more than 7 years. Since 2017, we have been doing this advocacy and everything on blockchain and cryptocurrency education. So I play a pivotal role in the launch of Cardano Ghana Community, which was in Fund13 project. I'm also a skill. I was built to speak on governance of Cardano Summit in 2023 in Kumasi. All that I speak everything about it. So our feasibility, have we done it before? So we explained that to the team that we have done it before. We have completed 2 projects, and then we are host of Cardano Summit every year. So even this time around, we have more projects that we are doing, so we add more. So everything that you've claimed, add a link to that. So you can say that funded project incubation or part of the working group provision. You can find evidence here. So this is the evidence. Evidence here. Report here, evidence here. So this is are the relevant links that we've added when we are trying to explain that our project is what feasible and capable of delivering. So milestones as we mean. So first milestone, estimated cost for 12,000. Yeah. So you speak about it. Second milestone, how much will it cost? You write it. The milestone is not necessary for you to add the estimated cost, but when you do, it will help you. So you give a brief description of your milestone. You don't need to write plenty about milestones, depending on your project. So just give a brief of it and then you proceed. Final milestone, give a brief of it and then explain. So resources, who is in the project and what is their role? So now we want to know the human beings. So say the Ziblim, the project lead, and then my description, LinkedIn profile and X profile. Mohammed Mustapha, the project moderator, his LinkedIn profile and X profile. Fidelia, his LinkedIn profile and X profile. Osman, his email address. So you see how we constitute our team and then give our description to it. Our budget breakdown, very important. So as I mentioned, how you are going to spend every ADA. So up to 45,000 ADA. So we explain everything. Share, roller banner, event brochure, handbooks and pens, internet data typing, Zoom subscription. We are able to use Zoom because we are able to do recording because we have paid for Zoom. So Zoom subscription, snacks and water for participants, lunch for participants and team, and then transportation, marketing and publicity, photography, administrative costs, incentive for team and welfare, contingency. Very important. Blockchain is cryptocurrency is so volatile. So when you are preparing your budget, you should also always have a contingency, not more than 5%. The accountants will say that your contingency should not be more than 5%. If it is so, then you are a thief. Value for money, we give a description of how our project will bring returns to the ecosystem. We add it in bulletin so that it will make easy for community reviewers to have a look on that. So this is a brief of that, and we submitted all the links that we share. Will be showing here. So it go through all this to governor. Governor is the voting aspect, and that's the end of it. So without much ado, I let me roll back to my slides, and then now welcome question and share the 25 ideas that we are prepared for the community. So if there's any question, let it come. All right. Any questions so far from our presentation? From my desk, if you saw something and then you didn't understand or you need an explanation to that, let me know. I'm happy to explain further. Okay. So if there's no question, let me just proceed with the time is fast spent. The idea that we have sampled or we have identified to share with the community. So the first, we were looking on the another use cases concept. The first idea that we've identified is decentralized identity. If you can see my slide, give me a thumbs up so that I'll know that I'm on track. Yes. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, can you see my slides?
Yes, we can. I can see it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just a minute for me to confirm this. It is still on record. Okay, it is still on record. I wanted to confirm whether it's still on record. Great. So the first problem that sample idea that we have seen and then see it is possible for you to submit it in the Cardano use cases. So all the category we have submitted sample 5.5, but when we get to the ecosystem, we sample 10. So you can consider that if you are a developer, the use cases and then the developer categories are mostly for developers. So if you are one, you can consider these ideas and then possibly see how you can refine it and submit in this Fund13 to see. So the central identity wallet prototype. The description can be that you can develop a proof of concept for decentralized wallet identity on Cardano, allowing users to securely store and manage their digital identity and credentials. So your focus could be that you build a basic prototype decentralized identity storage, which can store verification methods, which will be secure and verification method and user-friendly interface for merging identities. This one, you do it, you just do the prototype so that people can leverage on that prototype and then develop that dApp. If you are one you can do so. Your objective is just on the minimum viable product, that's the MVP. That will allow users to onboard, verify identity, and manage credentials on the Cardano ecosystem. Possible impact of it will possible impact of it, my listener is covering me. Possible impact should be that it will enable seamless and secure integration with decentralized services, which will foster Cardano identity ecosystem. So let's look at the second one, which is Cardano-based microfinance dApp, decentralized app. So this description of the project is that it could just come up with a decentralized platform which will offer micro loans to underdeserved communities using Cardano blockchain. Very important. If you think you have that idea, you can get out the prototype. Why not? You can focus on early stage prototype showing the process of loan application. That's how you just show process of loan application, risk management, and disbursement in a transparent and decentralized manner. So that is just an idea. So your objective is that you can develop the MVP, allowing users to access loan and repay them using smart contracts, self-executing contracts. So you can use smart contracts to do that. If you are, as I mentioned, it's all about development. Potential impacts of it is that you improve access to finance for community without traditional banking banking infrastructure. So the third idea is to tokenize Cardano credit marketplace. The description is that you can design a marketplace to trade tokenized carbon credit built on Cardano. It's very rewarding and paying. That will enable users to offset their carbon footprints. We focus on creating a basic prototype that will allow users to tokenize and create carbon credits. MVP, where users can buy, sell, or retire carbon credits. With blockchain transparency ensuring authenticity and traceability. Potential impact. You got to increase the environmental sustainability effort by creating an open market for carbon credits on Cardano. So everything that you are doing should be related to Cardano. The fourth one has to do with a decentralized freelance marketplace. Like me, I'm a graphic designer and a freelancer. We also have a lot of freelance marketplaces, but we don't have much of decentralized ones. All what we have are centralized Web2 based. We don't have Web3 based freelance marketplaces. If you're a developer, you can come up with a prototype on that. So let's see what the description could be. A platform for freelancers to offer services and then get paid in either. So in blockchain or in Web3, we have our own currency known as the cryptocurrency. So whatever app or technology you are doing in Web3, it have its own currency. But every blockchain has its own token known as a cryptocurrency. So in Cardano, the cryptocurrency is either. So if freelancers are there and you have this platform, they can get paid in either with secure, which can be secured by smart contract for payment released upon work completion. So you can say that, I want to develop a platform so that people can seek the service of graphic designers, people can seek the service of content creators, or anything, artists and everything. So if they do, and then they are going to pay, they pay in either. This is a good project developers can take on to that. Your focus will just develop the proof of concept for posting jobs. You just develop the proof of concept for people to come and post job. They can hire people, and then they can complete a transaction with a smart contract. You describe everything for developer to pick it there. So your objectives should just build the MVP that will enable freelancers and clients to interact with decentralized escrow and payment system. And the potential impact is that it will provide global freelancers with an alternative marketplace, reducing reliance on traditional platform and fees. Now, blockchain has the lowest fees in the internet space that we evolve on. Web3 is so low cost as compared to Web2. So freelancers, they don't have alternative. They are stuck to this place is the Web2. Artists are there, they are complaining they're not getting the needed royalties or all. Why they are not moving to Web3? Some have already done so, and then they are earning good. So this is another good idea. NFT-based royalty platform. Speaking about artists, so you can create an NFT-based loyalty system where businesses can reward customers with tradable NFT for engagement and more parties. So you can do this idea on the Cardano use case concept. Yours is just develop the prototype, a system where businesses issue NFTs and customers can redeem them for services or rewards. So if you have a company, you want to reward your people, Christmas gifts and all those things, you can do it through Christmas gifts. Through NFTs. If we were celebrating Christmas, we could have just do Christmas or salad distance and then embed it with Christmas NFTs and tell people to redeem these NFTs and then also sell or keep it for themselves. You can do that if you have the skill as a developer. So these are just the 5 questions, 5 ideas that we prepare for the Cardano use cases concept. To the product, multi-chain liquidity pool aggregator. The idea here is that just create a decentralized liquidity pool aggregator that integrate Cardano with other major blockchain like Ethereum, Solana, or Polkadot. So you can just try that you want to have a pool that will combine or integrate Cardano with other blockchains. So you can, if you have the capacity to do that, why not? Your features could just be that users can swap assets across different blockchains with optimized transaction fee and speed using Cardano as a centralized settlement layer. So developers know all this, and the benefit is that this project will drive Cardano adoption by increasing cross-chain interoperability and then transaction volume on Cardano, which we are all crying for. If you have the idea and you are capable with a team, why don't? Enhance NFT marketplace with on-chain royalties. You can develop NFT marketplace like we have NMaker on Cardano. So a lot of NFT JPEG store, another NFT marketplace. So there are a lot of NFT marketplace, but we don't have one in Africa. Why not? If you have the capability. So this is a product you can just develop and then call on to the community to be using. NFT marketplace with an advanced royalty distribution system, allowing creators to set dynamic royalties and automated revenue splits. So try your possible best to consider these ideas if you are a developer. You can support the fractional ownership on dynamic pricing and automating payout for collaborators on all Cardano networks. The marketplace could be enhanced NFT adoption and transaction volume while showcasing Cardano smart contract capabilities. So these are some of the ideas that we have in another product. The central identity, as we've seen it before, another concept. You can also have a product on that. It's after the concept that you develop, you can now turn it to a product. So you can build a decentralized identity reputation verification platform that integrates existing Cardano-based decentralized identities. Lido Nation, they have a identity management system where they can have a town hall to verify, to take attendance of those who attend the town hall with decentralized identity. So something that we can also do if you are a developer or if you want to have a product on that. Decentralized finance lending and staking pool Very important. You can decide to develop a decentralized lending and staking pool on Cardano that allow users to borrow assets using stake ADA or other native token as a collateral. Today, as an ecosystem member, if I want to borrow ADA, where will I go? Ask yourself those questions and then try your possibility and see. This product will increase what the utility of ADA and other Cardano-based token, driving transaction volume and DeFi participation. So these are some of the benefits of this project. So try a possible best and then look onto that if the slides are shared later. Supply chain transparency platform, very important. You can create an idea, create a blockchain-based supply chain tracking system on Cardano that enable businesses to ensure product provenance and traceability. Very important. If you are a businessman and then you are buying from wherever you are buying from abroad, and then you have a decentralized platform where you can track it to ensure that it doesn't go where it's not supposed to go. So please, these are 5 ideas under the product we have sampled for you. Under developers, for developers, a lot virtual studio that you can have with JetBrains that offer tool specification tailored for Bluetooth and Malo. Malo is the smart contract for Cardano development features, which could improve for synthesis highlighting and auto completion. The banking support and live smart contract testing on local networks. So this is an idea, comprehensive idea extension for Cardano smart contract development. So this first idea is also good. If you have the capability and team to execute that, you can consider that. Cardano DApp framework. You can build an open source framework that simplifies the process of developing decentralized application. That's dApps. On Cardano, it could offer a pro-build models, templates, and then libraries for common features like wallet integration, transaction management, and user interface. This project is talking about maybe you are just going to give us a framework for developers to know if they want to develop dApps on Cardano. What are they going to do? If they develop the dApp and want to integrate wallets in it, how are they going to do that? How are they going to manage transaction and then user verification? And then the possible impact is that it will lower the technical barriers for developers new to Cardano, enabling faster development cycle and higher quality dApps. Very important. If you are a developer and then you are not a blockchain developer and you want to even come to Cardano or blockchain, sometimes time consuming and then time bit difficult or challenging for a lot of developers because you have to come and learn the programming language of their particular blockchain. Cardano, we are using Haskell and then Plutus are also there. Akin is have also been there. So maybe if you are not familiar with this blockchain programming languages, you have to find it difficult. But if there's something like this, Cardano dApp framework is already established in the ecosystem, you could just read and then get yourself familiarized with it and then proceed. So next is Cardano API gateway to and then SKA. So this is another good idea you can consider when you are submitting your proposal on the development. So please, open source Cardano developer tooling. So you can have an open source Cardano developer tooling here as part of the developers category. You can submit possible impact is also here. But let me run to the ecosystem. That is why a lot of us are here, and they are probably texting me on that. So the ecosystem. If you are not a developer, if you are not a technical person, and you want to participate in Fund13. These are ideas. We have 10 of it. Cardano Educational Hub for Beginners. You can decide to have an online platform offering courses, tutorials, and workshops tailored for new users. We have a lot of new users to Cardano and even to blockchain. You can create content ranging from basic blockchain concept to advanced Cardano-specific topics like staking, governance, and smart contracts. You can just do it online. You don't need to even get to that. If you want to do it physical, you can do it. So Cardano Educational Hub for Beginner, you can title it that way. You can change the name. But the idea should be that it will be a platform to offer courses, tutorials, to teach people how to understand what is blockchain. And you zero it to Cardano blockchain and teach them on what is meant by staking, governance, smart contracts, all those things. You explain to them. You can have regional hub Like we have Cardano Ghana Community. You can organize one. This is for countries. You can have for regionals here. We don't have Cardano Community. We don't have Cardano Tamil. We don't have Cardano Accra. Though we have Accra Resource Center is already in Accra. So why not Tamil Resource Center? Someone has submitted a project known as Accra Resource Center, ARC, Madam Ifia, and then he got approval with 80,000 ADA. I think in Fund 11. Yes, in Fund 11. ARC. It was just regional community, Cardano community events that maybe where the idea came is run mentorship for people, training people. So we don't have Tamil Resource Center. Who will take it that challenge to do that? If you want, you can go to the ideas scale, you see that proposal, you can follow the same step and then write one for yourself if you want. So you can organize local events and meetups across different regions, engage potential users, promote understanding of Cardano, and build localized ecosystem. Very important. The focus should be one country with low blockchain participation. Normally, we are speeding up. Upper West, where are you? Upper East. We have 16 regions, Savannah region, whatever you are. If you think you can establish yourself very well there, put up a proposal there and then let us know so that we share with the community so that they support. Cardano Governance Learning Platform. We are now at the Vortex, subsystem 94. A lot of people don't even know how to register as a DREP. A lot of people don't know how to delegate their vote to a DREP. Why don't you take the challenge for yourself to get a governance learning platform? It can be online, it can be physical, it can be content that you are creating on YouTube to teach people how to register as a DREP, how to delegate their vote, how to vote on governance, how to connect their wallets, how to do all these things. Currently, Cardano Foundation is running votes on awards. People don't even know how to participate in that. That's our governance of Cardano. And Nexus has just finished a registration for membership rules yesterday. How many people are aware of that? So governance learning platform, you can do that and then onboard people. So this is a nice proposal here you can take advantage of. A blockchain for business campaigns. You can design a marketing initiative targeting businesses and organizations, showing them how they can leverage on Cardano for decentralized solution. You provide what? Case studies and industrial specific materials. Like we talk of supply chain management systems. Ghana Education Service, Ethiopia are taking Cardano as an identity system. Cardano built it for them. They have more than 10,000 identity of their students on Cardano blockchain. So if you can approach any organization and explain to them how they can leverage on Cardano, you can list the organizations that you want to seek to educate them and market Cardano to them. It's up to you. So, but if before you do that, make sure you have their approval before. None of the TV stations in Ghana here are marketing any blockchain. If you have an idea and I know that you can get radio station or TV station to run a regular campaign on the blockchain, why not? Ghana developer bootcamps, you can do so. You can run bootcamp on to onboard and train developers to build on Cardano. You can focus on Plutus, Marlo, and Hydra. Hydra, we have seen it in Rare Evo, we have seen it in Singapore. So please, you can do this to get more developers on Cardano. Yours is just to organize the either hackathons or bootcamps so that people will come on board to learn about Bluetooth Marlo. Even if you are not a developer, you can hire developers to do that. Yours is just the idea. You are putting it down. You hire developers to train people to become developers on Cardano. It's feasible. Multilingual Cardano resources. We have translated Cardano into Hausa, Dagbani, Wala, and then in Ewe. We did the same in Fund13. So why you can't you do so? So Hausa, you can expand it. Manaf is here, those of you who are over there, so that you can do it with videos and then pictures, or you can transcribe Cardano content to local languages. So try a possible, but if you have that idea, you can do that, and then so that we have a local more adaptation of the ecosystem. It's a good idea that you can consider. So Cardano Youth Ambassador Program. Yes, we can create ambassadorial program for students and young professionals to promote blockchain education and adoption on campuses and social platforms. Yes, you can say that, oh, the Velo University, University of Ghana, University of Ghana, UCC, Winneba, UDS, UNE, UPSA. You want to establish hubs on these universities. This one, just get the student leaders and then inform them your idea how you want to establish a blockchain hub in their university known as Cardano Youth Ambassadorial Program. And then maybe students will be learning about blockchain and then Cardano, how they can also run their hackathons and events in blockchain. They learn more about Project Catalyst if they are giving you the nod to do this. So it's something that we should take serious about. Blockchain for social good, Cardano Impact Series. You can just have a program that will highlight Cardano potential in solving societal problems through a documentary or series of media. So as I mentioned, you can just say that you want to be engaging, want to have media series. Every day or every week you are appearing on TV or radio to be talking about Cardano blockchain, its use cases. How resilient the Cardano blockchain is, what it can be used for. You know, Cardano has a forest in Kenya, social projects. It is supporting climate change. So it was a project people came and then put together to support, and it go through. Cardano DApp Marketplace. Abdulaziz, if you are in the house, you can do this. So he did it in one of the blockchains earlier. So it was called a DApp Blockchain Connect, DApps Connect. So something blockchain DApps Connect. So you can do this again. People don't know much about Cardano DApps, the centralized application on Cardano. So you can just try to put up a proposal to sell the dApps to the people. Like NMaker me mentioned, how can you use it? JPEG, so how can you use it? A lot of programs are in Cardano. If you want to use it, how are you going to use it? So try Apostle Bet and then get yourself included to get this application on board. The reason why I've highlighted this last one and then and I also made it last is very important. Cardano for creativity, NFT and DAO awareness. Why not? This project is long overdue. So we are giving this project to the entire members of this working group to see how best they can submit a proposal on that. If they not, maybe in the next Cardano Fund, we might take it upon ourselves and do it. We have to do this thing. It is long overdue. Why don't you run a series of workshops or campaigns focus on how artists, content creators, and organizations can use NFTs and DAOs on Cardano? It's important. This project is long overdue. Your targets could be creative communities like artists, designers, and filmmakers, showing them how they can use blockchain technology for their projects. Our musicians, our filmmakers, they keep on saying they always have low returns on their works. Why? Technology has moved on. Who buys this anymore? No one. NFTs. This project is long overdue. I can craft more than 5 ideas out of this project. Yes. Red Clay. Last week I was at Red Clay. Ibrahim Muhammad. Look at the project that he's doing. He's an artist. Why don't we mint this his Red Clay on a particular blockchain to get more revenue on it? Our musicians, name them a lot. I don't want to mention any musician. So this project I can do it, but I'm so much engaged in other projects for now. I want to see how best someone will come out with a nice idea on this project. Yours is just that you are going to organize workshops and invite them. How will it be if you invite a workshop for only artists in Ghana with the support of Cardano at National Theatre in Accra or in Tamale or in Kumasi, America, the filmmakers in Kumasi? You want to speak to them about blockchain or Cardano, how they can make good use of their talents or their full and earn more revenue. Go to Kumasi and then speak to the Filmmakers Association. They have association. You also just write to them and tell them that you are inviting them to that and speak to them, convene. They will bring their members. It's a workshop. You speak to them and give them the relevant information and the links. They will take it upon themselves, get developers to do it for them. Shetawale is everywhere crying of royalties. Yes. So let's please, this project there is long overdue. If we are not doing it for Africa, we have to do it for Africa or for Mother Ghana. Yes, for this project there, try our possible. Our musicians, filmmakers, every tertiary institution, the technical universities, they always do project works. Where do those artwork end? It ends at the HOD office. Why don't you write a proposal to say that you want to engage technical university students who are artists or who are potential upcoming artists? When they are done, their work should be minted on Cardano blockchain. Their project works should be minted on the Cardano blockchain. They have nice artworks, but we don't know where it always what ends. It is there. Tama Technical University, Kumasi Technical University, Accra Technical University, Wa Technical University. Sorry for the break. Since my break, I'm almost done. Sorry for that. That's the last slide. So and I'm almost done. So this project, I was just speaking about this project very important for us to get it completed. I'll stop here so that so this is the Fund13 guide for us when it was launched. So when Fund13 was launched, this was a guide. So just scan this QR code, you get it, and read more about the guide and through the guide and submit a nice proposal and reach out to us so that we'll look at it and read it and support you to the best of our ability. And then to stay on with Catalyst, try your possible best and then scan this course to join the announcement page on Telegram, and then also join Catalyst on X and follow them for more updates and everything about Catalyst. The new weekly newsletter is there. You can subscribe to it and then have more, so that you always be ahead of information. These are the relevant links. Cardano.idsk, that is where you submit you can go and submit your idea if you have one. Cardano.idsk. Cardano.idsk, that is where you can always go and submit your idea. Let's see. Okay. So now we'll open the floor for possible questions, and then we'll call it a day for now. So I'll come back next week and look at the community reviews and then what we also have on that angle. So you can unmute yourself and then come on board and ask questions if you have one. We'll be sharing the slides as well. So let me. So there's a first link for you to register if you want to become one. Yes. Questions or no questions? We still have 13 people in the house. Mr. Rashid, your hand is up. So
thank you very much, and thank you for this wonderful presentation. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you, please.
Yeah, perfect. So my question here is, so today is my first time joining the meeting, but
Okay.
But with the little I have also heard regarding the Cardano or the blockchain that you are promoting. So with regards to the proposal, right? So if one is interested in drafting a proposal, okay, the first thing here is this. So if I draft the proposal, who is the prospective funder? One. Two, how do you submit it? Are we submitting it to you directly, or there is a portal where you go to upload your proposal or your project ID? Yes. Sorry, maybe you might have spoken about it earlier, maybe because I also joined.
Okay. Thank you very much. As you you put it as your last submission, we have spoken about all the things. We already explained all that. But the first one that we have not tackled, that is who is the funder, right? Who's going to fund it, or where is the funding coming from, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, I thought I muted myself. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so the funds come from the Cardano Treasury.
Okay.
It came from the Cardano Treasury worth 50 million ADA for Catalyst Fund 13. So 50 million ADA will pay so that you convert it to your dollar or your local currency and execute your project. So you can request minimum of 15,000 ADA. Your budget should be more than 15,000 ADA, but it should but it's every category has a cap. So you have to we'll share the slides. We have already shared it so that you get to know what you do, what not to do. These are the categories that you can submit an idea. So like these developers, you can submit no more than 20,000 ADA here. So they are there. We share the slides so that you get through the slides. If you have any questions, you can ask us. So,
are you sending the slides to me by email?
No,
because I'm not a WhatsApp platform.
You are not a WhatsApp platform, right?
Yes.
And then then you put your email in the chat so that when we share, we'll try to let it reach you. Are you on our WhatsApp page? Are you on our WhatsApp page?
So I'm putting my email past WhatsApp.
You are not on the WhatsApp page.
What did you say, please?
Okay, so let me send you the WhatsApp page so that you join it. When you join the WhatsApp, that is where the regular lessons goes on.
Okay.
So that I'll send the WhatsApp link here on the chat so that you join that one, and then we get it fully. So
So and I have another question here.
Okay.
Yeah. So the question is, I work in the agriculture and climate change space.
Okay.
And so is it also accepted to draft a proposal? Like one time I drafted a proposal on what's the name? A fintech idea. So maybe I don't know how for farmers in northern Ghana. Like connecting local farmers to it's a project that I drafted sometime where we are connecting local farmers. A fintech project.
Okay.
Like maybe their mode of in a community where their mode of transaction would be only the voucher that's created, and that would be the for farming communities and also businesses, in order to reduce the tendency of money, legal cash. So will a project of this nature be accepted in the thing?
All right. So unless we have maybe this is just a preliminary overview of the project, we will definitely have to match it with the categories of Fund 13 to see where it will best fit or align so that you can submit it in that category. Because that's why we say every funding round has categories. So when you go through the slides, so please join the WhatsApp medicine. We'll share the slides link there.
Okay.
So that it will just be easy for all of us. So when you take through this walk through the slides, and then go to the Fund 13 guide, and then read about the categories, you best understand where you can place it. Yes. Any other questions?
So I've joined the group now. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's good. That's great. That's great. That's great. Great. Yes, I've seen it. So we'll share the slides and then other information there, regular information that we'll be sharing. We'll share it there. So Cardano Ghana Community, you can also join our Telegram page if you are on Telegram. But if you are not, no worry. Are you on Telegram? So I've also shared the Telegram page link to the chat. You can as well join if you are. So any other question? So that if no more questions, we just call it a day. Okay. So we still have Ken in the house at the end of the program. Mr. Carl, Mr. Bauer, Esther, Isaac, Joseph, Mana, Rashid, Sefwe, and then Mr. Solomon. So thank you for the opportunity and then the time that you have taken out of these schedules to join us today. And then we look forward to see you tomorrow next week for Project Catalyst episode 2, which will be focused on much on project community reviews. At that time, the community community review registration will have commenced. So try your possible, as I mentioned earlier, when the review window is open, it will open on October 3rd. Register yourself as a community reviewer if you want to participate in community reviews. Try your possible best by somewhere by 4 p.m. Registration should start. When you just open your ideas queue, a pop-up message will appear, and in that pop-up message, you should be able to register yourself as a community reviewer and wait for the verification stage, so that all those who register will now be given the chance to verify themselves for the participation in Fund13. So register between 3rd and 5th. This is my advice, so that even if there are more people, you will be informed, so that you will not be out of Fund13 as some of us were out. So without much ado, we give thanks for your time and your patience and listening to this presentation on Project Catalyst. And then next week, we're back here on Project Catalyst again to speak on Project Catalyst A before we continue on the roadmap of the 1694 Governor Working Group. Without much ado, we stand out. See you all. Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you very much and welcome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.